The robust growth witnessed during the first half of 2022 propelled the Philippines to become one of the fastest-growing economies in the ASEAN region. The new administration of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. is keen to sustain the country's economic growth momentum. Despite the external challenges, the newly elected leadership is ready for the task and is steadfast in pursuing its vision of economic recovery and transformation to heal the nation.
We live in difficult times, brought about by some forces of our own making, but certainly also by forces that are beyond our control. But we have, and we will continue to find solutions. The medium-term fiscal strategy of this administration seeks to attain short-term macro-fiscal stability while remaining supportive of the country's economic recovery and to promote medium-term fiscal sustainability. Measurable medium-term macroeconomic and fiscal objectives include 6.5 to 7.5% real gross domestic product growth in 2022, 6.5 to 8% real GDP growth annually between 2023 and 2028, 9% or single-digit poverty rate by 2028, 3% national government deficit to GDP ratio by 2028, less than 60% national government debt to GDP ratio by 2025. At least $4,256 income per capita and the attainment of upper middle income status by 2024.
The Marcos administration will employ a whole-of-government approach to realize its medium-term fiscal framework and the 8-point socio-economic agenda, aimed at steering the country towards a high-growth trajectory and achieving inclusive and resilient economic development.
Our first priority is to address the most pressing concerns of our people: rising inflation and economic challenges brought about by the pandemic. We have a focused and clear plan of action to sustain strong, broad-based growth for the next 6 years. To ensure that our goals are on track, the economic team will spearhead the implementation of medium-term fiscal framework. This framework serves as our blueprint to reduce the fiscal deficit, promote fiscal sustainability, and enable robust growth. The framework proposes policies that will enhance the fairness and efficiency of our tax system, bolstered by the full digital transformation of our revenue agencies.
Instituting policies that will steer the economy towards a high and sustainable growth trajectory that is resilient to shocks or crises is imperative.
We aim to rapidly reduce poverty to a single-digit level by 2028 by shepherding the formulation of socioeconomic strategies, plans and programs, supporting creation of more jobs, better jobs, and resilient jobs. The road to our country's socioeconomic transformation demands policy interventions that will elevate our potential for inclusive growth and promote the welfare of the most vulnerable Filipinos. We shall push for these necessary measures as we build on foundations laid by past structural reforms. These serve as a springboard for recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic and a path to sustainable economic development.
Translating the socio-economic plan into impactful policies, programs, and projects requires the prudent fiscal management and enhanced bureaucratic efficiency.
We are one with the President and vow to contribute to the pursuit of economic prosperity where no one is left behind. While addressing the current global challenges, we shall maximize our limited fiscal space and commit to prioritizing food sufficiency, infrastructure, and climate change goals. And we will do so with complete integrity, competence, and diligence. To strengthen integrity, prevent corruption, expedite interagency coordination, and ensure immediate delivery of public goods and services, we shall also expedite the digitalization of our public financial management system and the reforms on the procurement process and law. We will also right-size the bureaucracy, empower our local government, through full devolution and make strategic expenditures in high-impact capital initiatives to provide additional stimulus.
The government will focus on promoting competitiveness and productivity of industry, especially of micro, small, and medium enterprises, and protecting consumer welfare.
We in the Department of Trade and Industry are committed to enabling small businesses, promoting export-oriented industrialization, and empowering and protecting consumers. Through innovation-driven programs, we will help small businesses operate efficiently, reduce costs, and earn profits while they produce quality and affordable products. Our industrialization efforts will focus on 3 priority clusters that have immense potential for growth in the country, namely Industrial, Manufacturing, and Transport Cluster, Technology, Media and Telecommunications Cluster, and Health and Life Sciences Cluster. DTI will continue to push for immediate ratification of the Regional Comprehensive Partnership Agreement and negotiate for other trade agreements to attract more foreign investments, enhance access to strategic markets, and diversify our country's exports. Consumers' interests will continue to be front and center in our work. DTI will enhance the rights of Filipino consumers and help ensure that Filipinos have affordable and adequate access to basic needs.
In addition to effective, efficient, and prudent fiscal management, macroeconomic stability will also be supported by sound monetary policy.
On our part, BSP will remain committed to our core mandates of price and financial stability and promote financial digitalization and inclusion to continue providing an enabling environment for inclusive and sustainable economic growth. As an inflation-targeting central bank, our objective is to bring inflation back to within 2 to 4% target range. The BSP has already tightened its monetary policy settings through interest rate hikes, and we stand ready to take further action if necessary. At the same time, we continue to back non-monetary interventions by national government to reduce supply-side pressures on inflation. Under our digital payments transformation roadmap, by 2023, we aim to first, digitalize at least half of the financial transactions, and second, for at least 70% of Filipino adults to own transaction accounts. The roadmap includes strategies and initiatives to facilitate the development of an efficient, inclusive, safe, and secure digital payments ecosystem.
Despite many challenges, our future remains bright. With decisive new leadership, a more progressive and inclusive economy is within reach.
To my fellow Filipinos, I do not intend to diminish the risks and the challenges that we face in this turbulent time in global history. And yet, I see sunlight filtering through these dark clouds. We have assembled the best Filipino minds to help navigate us to this global crisis that we are now facing. We will endure. Let our Filipino spirit ever remain undimmed. I know this in my mind. I know it in my heart. I know it in my very soul. The state of the nation is sound.